You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce held their monthly red carpet breakfast early this morning, and our Philip Kaufman has the story.
What a better way to start off the morning than with some fresh fruits, a delicious breakfast, and some updates on the new and exciting things happening in Hazleton. That's exactly what folks here at the Hazleton Launchbox were treated to for the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce's red carpet breakfast.
We were really glad to be able to host our third hybrid red carpet. So we had about 40 people here at the Penn State Launchbox in downtown Hazleton, and another 10 folks that were actually online in a Zoom meeting for the program. So it's really been very convenient and extended our reach a little bit broader to folks that they can either be in their offices but still hearing the valuable information as well as being here.
Guest speaker for the event was Penn State Hazleton Chancellor Dr. Lawler, who gave breakfast goers an update on the state of the campus and new projects, events, and goals going forward. Other speakers to accompany the Chancellor were the individuals working at the Launchbox to help provide entrepreneurs and innovators with a co-working space, accelerator programs, mentorships, and business startup support. We even got to hear about some success stories, including a ribbon cutting that we're familiar to here at WYLN. Needless to say, the Launchbox is thriving and has more coming our way. And don't forget to keep an eye out for more chamber events.
So we are a day away from Chamber Month, which is celebrated in October. So we have a very big anniversary mixer that will be happening in the beginning of the month. Our next red carpet will also be hybrid and about Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton with some exciting new plans and events happening there. And we end the month with our awards luncheon where we'll be recognizing businesses. So if you're a chamber member and want to nominate your business, as well as our Athena Award, will also be given out at that event.
Reporting from the Hazleton Launchbox on Broad Street with WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thank you, Phil. A developer is seeking approval to build 2 warehouses along Tom Hicken Road in Sugarloaf Township. Blue Rock Construction and Sugarloaf Logistics want to build the pair of warehouses about 1.5 miles west of the Interstate 81 junction. The estimated $85 million project includes the company's plans to purchase over 100 acres to build the warehouses on that'll total 1.1 million square feet combined. Neighbors voiced their concerns at a zoning hearing Tuesday night. Many worried about additional truck traffic, noise, and the environmental impact on the community. PennDOT's also expected to address any traffic issues since Tom Hicken Road is a state highway. A ruling hasn't been made on the project just yet, as the continued hearing was scheduled for October 25th. Luzerne County Council tabled a proposed ordinance that would prevent mandating COVID-19 vaccines for county employees. The ordinance was proposed by Councilman Harry Haas, who said he's not against vaccines, but just wants to make sure no one's forced into getting one. Acting County Manager Ramilda Crocomo previously stated she would not issue a vaccine mandate, as long as mitigation goes well. She then told Council last night that the county as a whole would be in serious trouble health-wise if cases reached a level that would force her to consider such a mandate. 7 council members voted to table the ordinance, which could be brought up again at a later date. Police in Mahanoy City arrested a man for causing several disturbances over the past few days. According to police, 41-year-old Thomas Heiser was responsible for 7 incidents in which he either caused damage or a disturbance before fleeing the scene. He allegedly threw a brick through a window at Citizens Fire Company on West Center Street Monday afternoon before damaging a light pole at Molly McGuire Memorial Park. He also allegedly pulled a knife on an ambulance employee who, fortunately, was unharmed. Heiser was charged with aggravated assault, vandalism, terroristic threats, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief. A Wilkes-Barre man pled guilty for his attempts of hiring a hitman to kill 2 county detectives and a witness who previously testified against him. 28-year-old William Wyln was taken to Luzerne County Prison earlier this year on drug charges. There, he asked another inmate to help him kill the detectives and a confidential informant set to testify against him. The inmate told state police about the situation, and a trooper posing as a hitman contacted Wyln, which resulted in his arrest. Wyln entered a guilty plea Tuesday to 3 counts of criminal solicitation among related charges. He's now scheduled to be sentenced on November 22nd. Legislation was introduced that would allow Pennsylvania parents and guardians to exempt their children from wearing a mask at school. The bill was approved by the Senate Education Committee and would have to pass the full Senate before heading to the governor's desk. If passed, the legislation would overrule mask mandates imposed by the Department of Health and school boards. Bloomsburg Fair officials regretfully announced the cancellation of the Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo concert set to take place this weekend. Benatar's management released a statement saying, quote, "Unfortunately, due to a respiratory illness unrelated to COVID, Benatar and Giraldo's performance for tonight has been canceled. All ticket holders should contact their point of purchase for refunds or with any questions." Coming up on WYLN News, happy birthday to the city of Wilkes-Barre, plus keeping it local with the latest from high school athletes. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. It's partly cloudy out here.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the healthcare you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton Mazda, getting ready for the big sales event. Blaze has challenged us to sell another 20 new Mazdas before the month ends, and that will happen. That means you win. That means more for your trade. Come get the most reliable car in America. If you're looking for inventory, we've got it. Check out this huge selection of inventory. Whether you want the brand new Mazda CX-5, the brand new 2021 Mazda CX-30, we've got a whole bunch of cars here. Come to Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and see why we take the deals the other guys won't.
The city of Wilkes-Barre is celebrating its 150th birthday and Oktoberfest this Saturday, October 2nd from 2 until 8 p.m. at Public Square. The bash will feature the history of the city of Wilkes-Barre, Susquehanna Brewing Company and the Lion Brewery, various food trucks, and live music from John Stanky and the Coal Miners, Crush, and Daddy-O and the Sax Maniacs. Cornhole boards will be set up along the square as well, and event goers are encouraged to patron downtown businesses and restaurants. The streets listed will be closed between 1 and 9 p.m. this Saturday, and meters will be bagged 24 hours in advance. More information can be found online at wilkes-baird.city or by visiting their Facebook page. Tonight, local sports fans, we've got episode 6 of Sports Talk coming your way. Tune in tonight at 7 for host Marty Burns' Game of the Week discussions with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman. Tonight's episode features running back and strong safety Matthew Bookman, and a sneak peek of what's to come Friday night when the Cougars return to Harmon Geist to face the Del Val Warriors. You can catch the replays Thursday night at 6 and 8, Friday at 1:30 and 6, and both Saturday and Sunday at 12:30. So check back tonight at 7 for another episode of Sports Talk right here on WYLN TV. And as our WYLN sports cruise on a bye week, here's your weekly reminder that the school board's vote against our contract won't allow us to bring you any regular season Cougars coverage of Friday night's live local action. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off season across our viewing area. So, let's talk sports.
Welcome to Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships, Hazleton. And it's Wednesday, and we're going to talk about some of those local athletes that stood out in the last week. And let's start with girls volleyball and MMI defeating Wyoming area, 3-1. Kennedy Tavares had 9 kills. Ali Marcianti had 23 assists, and Kaylee Whitner, she had 8 kills, 10 digs, 7 assists to help the Lady Preppers get the victory. Boys golf, Hazleton area for the second straight season, an undefeated regular season as they defeated Wyoming Valley West. Jonathan Joseph, Jacob Palermo led the way with 39s each. Crestwood, they defeated Wilkes-Barre area, and they got Owen Blazik, Derek Johnson, and Isaac Solo. They all shot a 40 for the victory for Crestwood. Field hockey, Hazleton area shut out Wilkes-Barre area 2-0. Abby Smith-Nofsky and Megan Kernes each had a goal apiece for the Lady Cougars. Elena Ashman, she had the shutout in goal for Hazleton area. In girls soccer at Harmon Geist Stadium, Hazleton area defeated Pittston area 2-0 as Haley Kashak had both goals for the Lady Cougar soccer team, and Gianna Barilla, she pitched the shutout in goal for Hazleton area. In boys soccer, Crestwood defeated Wilkes-Barre area 2-0. Hunter Rollis and Ben Rossi, they had a goal apiece. In girls soccer, Berwick defeated Crestwood 3-2. Kayla Fernandez had 2 goals, including the game winner. Field hockey at Wyoming Seminary on Saturday, Hazleton area defeated Selinsgrove 2-1. Mia Dremok and Gabriella Bredbender each had a goal for the Lady Cougars. In boys soccer, Crestwood, very impressive over Pittston area 6-1. Ben Rossi, we talked about him earlier, his first career hat trick for the Comets. Congratulations to Ben. And a couple of football games that we didn't talk about. Mono area defeated Minersville 20-13. Ben Manley had to step in at quarterback. He carried the ball 11 times for 209 yards and a touchdown to lead the Golden Bears to victory. And then on homecoming at Shenandoah Valley, the Blue Devils beat Marion Catholic 26-9, and they did it through the air. Owen Kozar, 14 of 26, 258 yards and 4 touchdowns. Nick Ryan, he had 5 catches for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. How about Joey Vivacis? 7 catches, 106 yards, and the other 2 touchdowns from Kozar. That's some of our athletes that are excelling locally, and she's always excelling at the news desk. Let's go back to Julia.
Thanks, Marty. Coming up on Hometown's News Choice, we learn what it means to have an NCMP certification on this Wellness Wednesday in Community and You. Plus, Leading the Way, Part 3. Stay with us.
Established in 1919, Heller Orchards in Wapwallopen is a family-owned and operated business specializing in a variety of apples, peaches, and pears. The orchard thrives as a member of the USDA's Good Agricultural Practices program. Heller Orchards is committed to providing a safe, healthy, and great-tasting product. Heller's is proactive about implementing procedures to make a positive difference, which is why Heller's motto is, "We grow good health." For information, you can find them on Facebook or at hellersorchard.org. You can find Heller's fruit in all Garrity's and Wegmans in the local produce section. Fresh from the Farm, brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network. In life, we have many kinds of partners. Shouldn't you have a partner when it comes to your health? Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright.
Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome to Community New here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today is Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends over at Lehigh Valley Health Network. Speaking of, today we are on location at LVPG Endocrinology in Hometown with Dr. Ricardo Burbano. First of all, how are you doing, Doctor?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. Now, for the audience, just a quick overview. Explain what endocrinology entails.
Yeah, endocrinology is the study of hormones and glands. And mainly we see diabetics, thyroid patients, but there are also glandular disease, like for example, the adrenals, the pituitary, the pancreas, and also the what we call sex organs, like the ovaries and the testicles. And I just recently had my certification for menopause practice. And I believe that it's very complementary to my practice in endocrinology.
And that certification that he's talking about is from the North American Menopause Society, and he is now a certified menopause practitioner.
Yeah, the responsibility of a certified menopause practitioner is to understand the importance of the difference of treating women in midlife. And it can be just before menopause, during menopause, and after menopause. And treating patients at this stage of life is entirely different in treating women at their other periods of their life or their age. It's entirely a different way to look at their complaints and their issues. And in order to be successful in helping them, you have to understand how these hormones take a role in affecting their health.
who is eligible for a certification like this, and how does one like yourself, how did you go about receiving the certification?
Yeah. First of all, you need to be a licensed practitioner. But the most most important thing here is that you learn and understand the basic principles of menopause practice. There's a requirement of particular continuing medical education. And then you have to pass the examination that is given by the North American Menopause Society. And after that, you have to maintain a significant continuing medical education and then renew that every 3 years.
Now, what does this certification all mean for your practice here in hometown?
Well, the certification is just a formality of what you have undergone. But the most important thing about this certification is that you are qualified to practice menopause treatment based on the basic principle and information and latest data about proper management of premenopausal and postmenopausal women in the midlife and above. With this certification, it opened my mind on how to look at complaints and issues from women midlife and above. It is actually very helpful if you learn the principles of menopause treatment. With that certification, you have that tools and knowledge about utilizing the proper treatment and management for these women.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor, for squeezing us in your busy schedule today then. And thank you, everybody watching out there. That's it for this Wellness Wednesday in Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Pause for a Cause for Autism, Sunday, October 3rd at the Whitetail Preserve. Come jog with your dog. There's a 3-mile walk, a 1-mile walk, and a half-mile walk. Just $15 per dog. For more information, call Mary 570-401-3970. All vendors are welcome. $25 a table. Please contact the Safe Office at safeoffice@autismsafe.com. It's the Pause for a Cause for Autism, Sunday, October 3rd.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Get your tickets now for Burn the Jukebox, October 9th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton. Members of Burn the Jukebox have performed in national Broadway tours, will be performing at Carnegie Hall in 2021, and appeared on Nick, Impractical Jokers, Project Runway, and more. So check out this awesome, talented group of kids who love making music, hanging out, and having fun. Burn the Jukebox at the Wiltsey Center, October 9th.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Hazleton Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker's leading the way again into part 3 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Hazleton City Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker. So for those who may not know, I know it sounds kind of obvious for some people, but what a police chief, the responsibilities that come with it, and how you've personally gone into that and worked with those responsibilities.
I think the biggest responsibility that people don't realize about this position is the overall day-to-day operations. You know, meeting with the other department supervisors, meeting with other department heads throughout the city, meeting with Mayor Cassat, the council persons, everyone, trying to keep everyone in the loop per se. You know, prime example with everything going on with the City View Park, how much different things are going into, what are the security needs for that place. You know, and as you keep going on to it, looking at the future of the department, how do we find ways to improve it? You know, meeting again with the department officers and the supervisors and trying to figure out ways to better provide police service for our city and continue expanding on that.
And I guess this is kind of your role to your officers. How does that play out, and kind of like give us a day-to-day in the life of the chief?
Oh, God. I mean, the first thing would be obviously coming in the morning, reading over all of the reports from the night prior, different events that were gone on. As long as it wasn't anything major, if it's something major, the officers would have immediately called me. It could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter. They know. They have to call, and I'll come out, and we'll deal with the situation as it goes.
Yeah.
Again, I've been fortunate enough that I have a lot of good supervisors within our department who will help me work through all these, and we all take a team approach to everything. So even from down to our patrolman to one of our lieutenants, everybody is coincide, they work together, they're very well adapted.
Yeah. All right. All right, folks, check back tomorrow night as Chief Schoonmaker continues leading the way into part 4 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.